Hi, I'm Jeannie. I am passionate about the facts, and the facts can be hard to find unless you are willing to dig. I spent my career in finance and accounting. I still like to read annual reports and financial statements. My part time hobby for the past 3 years has been power, subsidies, and the Clean Energy Jobs Act. What I found convinced me that groups like Rotary clubs, teachers' unions, church and community groups, and city councils need to speak up about supporting the Clean Energy Jobs Act because the major players are not incentivized to do what's best for us. Subsidies get in the way. Let's talk about free markets first. No one likes to see a business close, but better technology comes along. We all started streaming, and this resulted in the demise of the video store. That's free markets at work. No one was telling us we couldn't stream. There was no labor union fighting to keep video stores open. The free market chose streaming. The free market chose the best technology. In Illinois, the electric companies are working to stall the best technology by lobbying your legislators and casting doubt on the future of renewable energy. These companies are also influencing grid operators like PJM and MISO to slow down the transition to renewable energy. PJM or MISO manage the power grid for Illinois. You can check daily to see where all the energy is coming from. Fossil fuels are still dominating. And let's be clear, all sources of power receive subsidies, and fossil fuels receive the most by far. Free markets are not working to bring us the best technology advances in power. Since the time of Thomas Edison, the government has regulated and subsidized the delivery of electricity. There are good reasons. Electricity is too important to fail. Rate regulation helps consumers have stable bills. Subsidies to the fossil fuel industry started out as a way to promote jobs, provide a stable resource, and maintain financial stability in the industry. The businesses listed at the bottom receive millions of dollars in subsidy money. None of these businesses want to give up any money or a piece of their profits to renewable energy. Why would they? A downside of subsidies is that they keep old technology in business longer than they should be. Disney had to innovate to get into the streaming business. These companies, with subsidy money in their pockets, are not incentivized to innovate. Are the new technologies ready to go? The answer is yes. Wind and solar are providing clean energy all around us, and utility scale battery installations are already happening. School projects for school districts are a win-win. According to the Department of Energy, energy consumption is the second highest operational expense for schools, second only to salaries. School districts are perfect solar customers. They use the most energy during the day. The three biggest benefits: doing right by our students and their future health. Schools can save large amounts of money that can be available for other programs. Teachers can demonstrate an actual model of sustainability. Another great benefit to solar power is that it takes pressure off the grid during peak energy usage, like sunny, hot days. The house with the orange roof is making more solar energy than it can use, so the extra energy goes into a neighboring house. This actually benefits the utility company as it sells the neighboring home energy at full price without paying anything for it. The transmission does not utilize the bigger components in the delivery system, thereby unloading the grid during peak hours. But wait, the sun doesn't shine every day. In 2019, MISO, the grid operator for a large portion of the Midwest, testified that they could handle up to 30% renewables before even encountering challenges and needing upgrades. We are way below that. Wind and solar make up less than 15%. And grid scale battery technology is here, with companies like EnerVenue and Infinity Energy Systems leading the pack. Sounds great. Why don't more school districts have solar power? Why aren't there more grid scale projects? Two problems. Problem one, MISO is dragging their feet. The blue shaded areas are clean energy projects withdrawn because MISO has not committed to grid modernization that supports the job creation and move to renewable energy over the next 10 years. Problem 2. My school district was told they cannot go solar. Let's talk specifically about Prairie State Energy Company. 1 million Illinois citizens get primarily coal-fueled power through the 9 owners of Prairie State Energy Company, who sell this power in 7 states, represented by the shaded areas on the map. My town is contracted with one of the owners of Prairie State. In my town, only 2% solar is allowed. Schools are being told they cannot go solar. Churches are being told they cannot go solar. Investors cannot install community solar projects. These citizens do not have a free market. Ameren doesn't want solar competition either. Ameren was in the news saying they had reached the 5% solar they had agreed to, and they wanted to change the billing structure for solar users going forward. Ameren was overruled for now. They were only at 1.4%, but this topic will be back because when a house, business, or school has solar panels, the owner sends less money to their utility company, and the utility companies don't like that. Please note, bills to solar customers differ depending which company you are connected to. The utilities and their labor unions are fighting against renewable energy because it cuts into their profits. The industry needs to be a balance of business and government. However, that balance is out of whack. It's time for subsidies to incentivize a new technology plan, which means a smart grid utilizing a balance of carbon-free solutions as shown. When subsidy money props up old technology like coal, innovation is stalled. If there were no subsidies and no barriers to solar power, Prairie State Energy Company would already be closed due to cleaner, cheaper technology. But no one is saying Prairie State should close tomorrow. The Clean Energy Jobs Act provides a 10-year pathway to clean energy. CEJA provides a transition plan for workers and communities affected by the transition away from fossil fuels. In the absence of a free market, subsidized lobbyists are influencing legislators to slow the transition to renewable energy when we should be speeding it up. So energy reform is needed. We need a plan that gives people freedom of choice when it comes to cleaner, cheaper power. The Clean Energy Jobs Act is the framework to move us in the right direction. Get your group to support the Clean Energy Jobs Act. Change is up to us. Contact your legislator and/or city council. Let them know that the Clean Energy Jobs Act is needed to stop the stall on renewable energy.